Today, I am talking about how to turn your skills or talent into a profitable business. By the time you would have finished watching this video, you will have learned how to identify a single problem or business idea and how to put your effort in it and turn it into a profitable business that can change your life. If you are new here, please subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so that you can be notified anytime I publish a video like this. Majority of people worldwide, anyone who is struggling financially is probably because they are not providing value. You see, the single secret to making it in life or in any area of life, whether it is business, it is your career or whatsoever, the single secret that you need to know is that to be successful, you need to provide value. What value are you providing? If you can provide value to thousands of people, you can make thousands of dollars. If you are providing value to millions of people, you can make millions of dollars or whatsoever currency you are providing that value for. Yeah. So I want you to put it at the back of your mind. Start thinking about how to provide value. Think about how to provide value. A study was conducted by Gallup. Gallup is an American analytics and advisory company. And then the results came out that over 87% of people don't like their job, or they are in the wrong job or the wrong career. And the single question that arises from this is, how can a whooping 87% of people say they are in the wrong career? Or what exactly it means is that they don't even know themselves well and what they are good at, or the talent or the skill they have. That is the number one reason why they find themselves in the wrong career. If you find your talent or your skill and you develop it, that is where your success comes. Let's just bring some few popular examples. Do you know that the most successful people in the world are people who probably didn't study what they are doing in school? Yes, we can talk about Bill Gates. Do you know that Bill Gates was studying a pre-law course at Harvard? He was not studying computer science. The computer science is something he himself put his time to develop his talent, to learn it on his own. But his parents wanted him to study law at Harvard. He was doing that law at Harvard till he dropped. He mastered the courage and the confidence to drop out of Harvard to focus on Microsoft. Not only Bill Gates, we can talk about Komla Dumo. He was a Ghanaian international journalist who went as far as working with the BBC and became one of the greatest journalists on the African continent. Will you believe that Komla Dumo started medical school, failed? That is why his parents wanted him to go to medical school. He pursued it and failed at level 400. He went on to do public administration, and then that one he passed and came out. But he went to work and he ventured into journalism, and that is where he had his success. When he discovered his purpose, everything went well for him. Not only that, we can talk about Ghanaian preacher. We can talk about Mensa Otabil. Mensa Otabil is the founder of Central University and then the general overseer of ICGC. Do you know that Mensa Otabil, his highest level of education is O-level, but he has gone on to build a reputable university like Central University. We can talk about Isuda Naba, who is also a Ghanaian preacher. He went on to become one of the greatest preachers in Ghana and the world at large. He studied pharmacy at school, but when he discovered his purpose and what he was really brought in this world to do, he became successful. We can talk about Elon Musk. Elon Musk learned economics and physics at school. He did not learn aeronautics. He didn't study space science. But today, what is making him, what has really brought about his success is about what do you call it, Tesla, which is they are into the manufacture of cars, and SpaceX, which is a space company. And these are things he did not study at school. All these things I'm trying to drive at one conclusion. It is not about what you studied in school. It is not about what your parents want you to be or what your parents wanted you to be. It does not mean that if you studied a certain course in school, you should be there, even if that is not what you are passionate about. As a matter of fact, myself, what I do today, which is about digital marketing and entrepreneurship, is totally different from what I studied in school. I was trained in school as a biochemist, but I later discovered my true passion in the area that I am today. And I can say in my own capacity that I am successful, or at least I have I have that satisfaction. I have not gone even 10% of my career, and I know that I haven't gone anywhere yet. I'm just at I may be at between 1 and 10% of where I'm supposed to be in life. But I'm just trying to say that I have the passion and I enjoy what I am doing, and there is fulfillment. And when every day, no matter how tired I am, when I think about the work that I'm going to do, I have that feeling of satisfaction, and I know that I'm doing something that I am really good at. So in this video, I want to give you 10 steps that you can use to discover what you are good at, your talent or your passion. And I'll later show you how to use that idea and really turn it into a profit. So I want you to take this exercise seriously. Take a piece of paper and a pen and write 5 skills that you have. A lot of people say they don't have any special skill or talent. Please, you have something. Even if you know how to write, if you are a good writer, you can write a book. It's a skill. It's not everyone that can write a book. Or even if not a book, you can write proposals. It's a skill that you have. So write 5 talents or skills that you have. So after you have written the 5 skills or talent, even if you can, maybe if you're good at singing, it's a skill. If you are good at cooking, it's a skill. If you can play ball, it's a skill. So whatever you are good at, that I'm asking you to write. So after you've written the 5 skills, look at the 5 and ask yourself, which of them can you do better than any other person in your community, your school, your family, and wherever you find yourself? Which of them can you do better than any other person there? Right? Note the one that you can do better than any other person down. Question 2, ask yourself, which of them do you feel very strongly or passionate about? Question 3, which of them will you feel proud to develop it as a career? Question 4, which of them do you feel you can do it for people without being paid? You can do it, and even if you are not paid, you won't have a problem. When you like something, when you are passionate about something, you can do it for people for free. I'm not saying that you are going to do it and you will not be paid, but I mean that if you are passionate about it, even when you are beginning in your career and you don't get customers or clients, you can be doing it for people for free and develop your talent. Okay. Yeah, the next question is, which of them can you do it without being supervised? Most of the time, we are supervised to do certain things before we do them. But if you are not supervised, will you really be able to take your time and sit down and do it? Which of them, the next question, which of them do you feel within yourself that you were brought on this earth to do? Which of them? So, if you answer all the above questions, you realize that one of the 5 skills, even if it were not 5 skills, maybe 3 or 2 or whatsoever you wrote, you see that one of them will be dominant in all of them. Like it will appear frequently in all of them. The one that is the most frequent in all of the questions is the one that you are really good or talented at. Pick that particular skill and put more effort in developing it. Now, how do you now use your skill or your talent? to make to how do you turn your skill into a business? There are some few steps I want you to follow. And what are these steps? How to discover a business idea? What are the steps? The step number one is find a problem. You see, people don't complain about something and it cannot be solved. Have you ever seen someone complain about why the sun rises from the east and sets at the west? No, you see someone complain about that because it is something that cannot be solved, so everyone knows. Secondly, have you ever seen someone complain about gravity? Why is it that if you jump from the top of a building to the ground, you die? Have you seen someone complain about it before? We don't complain because we know it cannot be changed. But don't you see people complaining about traffic? Something that is supposed to be a 20 minutes journey, you use 1 hour to drive because of traffic. If you can find a solution to traffic, you have a business. Think about that. Have you seen people complaining about unemployment? If you can find a way to employ them, that is a business. Have you seen people, they complain about a lot of things. People complaining about spending so much time doing something. If you can reduce the time that they spend in doing that particular thing, you have a business. There are a lot of deaths in the world today as a result of certain diseases like cancer. Cancer currently has no cure. If you can find a way to cure cancer, you have a business. Not just cancer, we have a lot of diseases like AIDS, like coronavirus, which are posing devastating consequences to millions of people or billions of people across the world. If you can find a solution to a single problem and you are able to execute it well to really reach your targeted audience, then you have a business. So from today, when people are complaining, take notice of their complaints and see how you can solve it. If you can solve a problem, then you have a business. That is one of the things that you need to do. So you should look for a problem and look for your skill or your talent. Whatever problem you think your skill or talent can solve, put your time there. Even if you don't have the skill, you can learn. Most of the time we are just being lazy, but if we'll be frank with ourselves and then be ready to learn, we can learn to do anything. Okay, so that is about how one of the ways to discover problems in order to have a business idea from it. The second one is reading. You should read. You see, if you have that skill, if you really read and you put your time to read, you read a lot of books, read about ideas, read about personal development, about entrepreneurship, about the history of inventions, you will discover ideas and come up with the ideas that you are going to gather from some of the books that you are reading. It's going to help you come up with a totally new idea that no one has ever heard of. And then you have got a business idea. That is one of the things that you need to do. So reading really helps. The average millionaire reads one book every week and 50 books a year. I learned about this in 2018 and I made it a decision in 2019 that I have to read one book every week. And from 2019 to now, I actually read at least a book a week, or if not 50 books a year. I have been following that from 2018 to now, 2019 to now, and it has really changed my life a lot. And I encourage you to read more. Okay. If you really have the passion but you don't have the discipline to read, start small. You can even be reading 1 or 2 pages a day, and as time goes on, you develop the habit. Okay, that's my advice. Then the third one I will talk about is research. By the power of technology, you have tools available, such as the internet, that you can use to research. The internet is available. Platforms like Quora are available that you can use to ask questions, learn a lot, research, and just discover what problems people are facing. Yeah. So these are some of the few things that you need to know in order to discover a business idea. The fourth one that I will add about discovering an idea or building a business from your talent is you should learn how to sell. You can have the best idea in the world, but once you don't know how to sell, your idea will remain nothing. It will remain the best to only you. And have mediocre ideas or mediocre products or average products will sell more because they are able to execute and market it well. So I encourage you to learn how to sell. So these are the 4 things that I believe that if you follow them, you are going to discover an idea or turn your skill or your talent into a profitable business. Please remember to subscribe. I know by now probably you haven't subscribed yet. Subscribe to this channel, share this video to bless the life of others, and I will always continue to produce videos powerful like this one. Thank you for watching and have a great day.